Hello, good evening. How you doing? Yes, we are back to the Real Talk channel. Yeah, I'm aware it's been a while now that we've done this. Um, yes, there are things that have happened that required me to take a little bit of hiatus, to sort out. But I don't think it's a good idea. It was a good idea for me, starting a new stuff like this to be taking such a long break. So not break per se, it's just that busy with necessary the break was necessary, yes. So today we are going to talk about um pardon me if I maybe digress here and there in today's conversation, but um because I didn't actually plan it. I just felt like, man, it's been a while. Like, I have to do something tonight, and like, come rain, come shine, and here we are. So, but nonetheless, I think I have something that we should address, which is about the men of today. You know, I've come to notice a very worrying trend, about our men today. I think most of our men today, I don't know, well, I think in society, there are a lot of societal dynamics today that are making our men lack authenticity, you know, lack authenticity in the sense that, um, those qualities, that truly make a man what he is, that truly make a man, brings about the importance of men in society, are either are lacking and depleting real fast. You know, I think men of today are becoming softies. Yes, men of today are becoming softies, and like generally, a lot of things that happens in our society today are not building men for the very challenging role, you know, the society has in store for them. You know, men can hardly focus these days on things that truly matter. Men can hardly, okay, for example, look at the socio-political climate in Nigeria for some time now. You know, Nigeria has, in terms of young population, Nigeria has the highest figure in Africa, and I'm not mistaken. I don't have the exact figure, but in terms of young population, I think from the statistics before our 2023 general election, the young population of Nigeria was at least well above 65%, nearly 70%. This, I mean, this is out there. The young population, that is between 25 and 40. But still, you see a lot of things going on today, in our society. I'm talking about men like the gender, not in general terms, men like the gender. Our men these days are quite, it's almost like they don't know what their role in society is. There is almost like a confusion in terms of gender role, and sometimes you blame a lot of societal factors, dynamics, like all this, this what do you call it, this join this view of feminism that people are peddling everywhere, that in fact when you listen and read about it, there's hardly anything about feminism that you can recognize there. you know people using the toga of feminism to advance very faulty narratives that is a far cry from what true feminism is. And you see that our young population, most of our young populations, unfortunately, the gullible ones are sold on these ideas so much so that it begins to affect their role in society, especially the men. Look at what is going on, the bad leadership, everything. What let me tell you, let me say something. In the olden days, when men were real men, of course life was brute, was brutish, short and crude, but then in society, men understood that for there to be change, they have to bring about it. Society understood the power that is inherent in the people to enforce, to bring about the changes that is necessary. Today, I don't know. It's a far cry from what it used to be. Look at most of the great leaders or kings you read about in history. We are 30-year-olds, 20-something-year-olds, 40-something-year-olds, very young men. They are not like in their 60s or 80s. That's what surprises me. When you read about these people and the kind of impact they had in the society around them, you marvel at their age. 30s, 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. But they made a hell of impact. Some of them, the wars they brought about shaped the society we are in today. We are enjoying, especially the Western society, shaped the society. People like Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander, Julius Caesar. These were shockingly very young men in their 40s, 30s. So you see, I know why I'm saying this, because when Nigerians have been very, very, very docile. This is a country with a lot of potentials, and a lot of things are going wrong. A lot of lives are being ruined. Generational problems, like the government is ruining the younger the generations upon generations of lives in this country. And the people that are ruining their life have not much to say about it. In fact, they are even scared to speak out. What are you, as a young man that do not have a voice? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? What do you think is in the underside of fear? What do you think is in the other side of fear? Do you know what you give up keeping silent in the face of oppression? Oppression and what have you. Do you know what you give up? Do you think that sitting down, folding your arms, and keeping your mouth shut while seeing the generational damnation of your society go on. I mean, in real time before you. Do you think, that's what they call the piece of the graveyard? Do you know what you give up? Do you think that it is so, it will be so the thing is that you people underestimate your powers. You underestimate your power as the people, as the let me tell you, you are your leaders' employers. As a people in a society, you are the that's why the leaders are supposed to be accountable to you, because you are their employers. They are accountable to you. But somehow it seems to me that we are missing that critical idea that actually the power that public office holders are entrusted with actually belongs to the people, and we can take it away from them whenever we like, when we deem fit, and we can put the fear of God in them whenever they want to go against the will of the people or against popular choice. But Nigerian youths, I know why I'm using youths, because the older generation of Nigeria has been very disappointing. They are the generation that have reaped so much from this country, from the working system in this country, a few decades back, who are now, ruining it all for the younger generation. So I think the blame should pass more to the cowardly younger generation who are doing nothing about it, who have remained docile, who have remained happy with the crumbs falling off the table of their slave masters. They don't even know and think they deserve better for themselves. While your nation lies in ruins, your future is destroyed, and you are too scared to as much as speak out. I don't know, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing to see. Like, they are so scared. You wonder what they are scared of. You wonder what they are scared of. Sometimes you wonder whether they realize what they give up, what fear makes them give up, just because they want to remain in the illusion of safety and happiness. They don't realize what they give up. They don't realize what could have been if they asserted themselves more, and if they decide to take back what belongs to them. It's a very unfortunate thing, and I think we have given up a lot about our society has relegated values in the background, values that make men what they are. The values of honor, the values of responsibility, the value of civic duty, the value of dignity of labor, the value of integrity. All these things have been lost in the background, so much so that even living by these values now make you seem like a weirdo or somebody who is not, unfortunately. But these are the values that make great societies what they are. there is always hope for this country. I believe there is always hope for this country. You know, but it lies in you are taught in school you are the leaders of tomorrow. You are in your 30s going to 40s, you're in your 40s going to 50s, you are still having that idea that you are the leader of tomorrow. What tomorrow exactly? Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow is now. So I think there is, so far that there is a younger generation in this country, there is still hope. You know, though unfortunately for us, majority of the younger generation now, they are happy slaves. You know, they prefer to stay in their illusion of safety and, comfort, and not do nothing, than go there and seek better for their future and for the future of their children. You know, but in every 12, just like in every 12 there is a Judas, or there are Judas is the plural. There are plenty of them. You know, the fact that there are still a few or a good number of youths who still, you know, who still have the ideas of what a society should be, who still have lofty aspirations for their country and for their countrymen and society. I think there will always be hope for this country. And of course, when I go on social media, I see a lot of them, and I know there is hope. You know, it's like a flicker of flame in darkness. No matter how dark it is, that flicker of little flame, can illuminate a large space. And sometimes it is enough to bring about sustainable change, far-reaching change in a society. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. And the other side of fear is freedom. Try it, you'll see. Thank you.